Happy Shanty-Day number 200! Woo! Wow.
Yeah.
I'm Sky.
I'm Sagan.
And we're siblings. And we sing
spooky sea shanties and spooky sea shanty adjacent music.
At least for the month of October.
That's correct.
And it's Friday.
It is Friday.
Woo! You made it to Friday. Hooray. And we were out having spooky times this evening, which is part of why our broadcast is so late today. We went to, there's a local county park that, a lot of county parks do like holiday light festival, drive through, that kind of thing. Well, they've decided to do one for Halloween and be spooky, and it was super cute.
It was
super
cute.
Fun. But we're definitely in the mood for a little spooky shanty tonight.
And we have a spooky one for you. So this is an English folk song that dates back to at least the 17th century. It's called the Housecarpenter, also sometimes called the Demon Lover. I prefer that name better because
seems to make more sense.
The Housecarpenter isn't even a character in he gets mentioned. Sort of, He gets mentioned, but he doesn't even appear really. Yeah. He's completely off screen. It's like waiting for Godot. You never actually see him.
Right.
We heard about this one, so we're not huge podcast people. One of the few ones that we listen to is called Bone and Sickle.
Yeah.
And it's about basically the intersection of folk myth and horror.
And it's awesome.
It is awesome.
If you're a history buff, or if you're somebody who's into folk tales and horror and all like mythology and all this kind of, it is really, really fascinating.
It is,
and really well done.
Yeah, it's really well done. It's not one of those ones where it's not a narrative podcast. It's
there's a little bit of a storyline at the beginning.
There is a little bit of a storyline.
There's some characters, that they've
but
created, which is kind of fun.
But the mastermind behind it, Al Ridenauer, is a historian first. He also actually has a book out called Krampus and the Old Dark Christmas, which is terrific. You should also pick that up.
Yep.
He goes so in depth on these myths. It's really terrific. But we heard he had an episode fairly recently, or at least we listened to it fairly recently, about the Flying Dutchman and ghost ships and those sorts of myths. And this song was one of the things that was mentioned on the podcast, and it's sort of been rattling around in the head since then. And then we hit spooky season, and it's like, perfect time!
It's time to do it. Yeah,
what a perfect time to do it.
And we'll link you below to a bunch of stuff about the podcast.
Yep.
And they have a really great website that's got
terrific.
all sorts of cool links to recordings and other articles and just some really, really neat stuff. It's not just the sort of the podcast, which is awesome, but it's cool that it's got this sort of compendium of all these other resources too, which is really
awesome.
cool. Anyway, we'll stop fanning over
fan personing, fan entertaining
over Bone and Sickle. No, we won't. But it is time to sing.
But yes, it is time to sing. So
lyrics are down below.
Lyrics are down below, and so the responses to this are so it's the last two words of the last line, and then it's the last line again. Within context for that, I'll sing you the first verse, and we'll show you how that actually functions. The words do change every time, but yeah. Well met, my own true love. Well met, says he. I've just returned from the salt sea, and it's all for the love of thee, It's all for the love of thee.
You can sing along with either part that you'd like. So it's cool.
It is. It's very cool. Oh, and I didn't even explain what it's about. So it's about, with the story of ghost ships and ghostly sailors. So it's about a sailor who goes off to sea for leaves a lover behind on land, goes off to sea for a long period of time, and then returns and finds that his lover has gotten married to a house carpenter and has had a child, and so he tries to tempt her away from the married life to go to sea with him. Um, and he is successful, but he is also not entirely what he seems.
Always watch out for those sailors.
Yeah,
you never know.
This is very much a cautionary tale. Yeah. But yeah.
Are you ready? Let's do it.
Well met, my own true love. Well met, says he. I've just returned from the salt sea, and it's all for the love of thee, of thee. It's all for the love of thee. So come in, oh my own true love, and have a seat with me. It's been 3/4 of a long, long year since together we have been. Since together we have been. Oh, I can't come in, or I won't sit down, for I have but a moment's time. For they say you are married to a house carpenter, so your heart would never be mine, be mine. So your heart would never be mine. And yet I could have married some king's daughter fair, and she would have married me. But I forsaked her crowns of gold, and it's all for the love of thee, of thee. It's all for the love of thee. So won't you forsake on your house carpenter, and come along with me? I'll take you where the grass grows green, on the banks of Italy, Italy, on the banks of Italy. She picked up her poor wee babe, and kissed as she gave him 3, saying, stay right here with your house carpenter, and keep him company, company, and keep him company. Now they'd not been on board above 2 weeks, I'm sure it was not 3, when his true love began to weep and to moan, and she wept most bitterly, bitterly. She wept most bitterly. Are you weeping for your silver and gold? Are you weeping for your store? Or are you weeping for your house carpenter, whose face you'll ne'er see no more, see no more, whose face you'll ne'er see no more? Oh, a curse on the sailor, she cried. Yes, a curse, she swore. You've robbed me of my little young son, so I never shall see him no more, no more. I never shall see him no more. Oh, what hills are those, my love? Those hills that shine like gold. Those are the hills of heaven, my love, where you and I can't go, where you and I can't go. And what hills are those, my love? Those hills so dark and cold. Those are the hills of hell, my love, where you and I must go, where you and I must go. Well met, my own true love. Well met, said he. I've just returned from the salt, salt sea, and it's all for the love of thee, It's all for the love of thee.
Spooky.
Very spooky.
Nice.
Yeah.
And beautiful too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so there you go. There is your spooky shanty for the day.
Yep.
Yeah. We got so many more days in October to
do.
tell spooky stories.
We do, and we have so many more spooky folk songs.
Hooray. Yeah. So check out the links below about Bone and Sickle, and we'll link you some other recordings and all those kinds of good things. But I don't know.
That's all I got.
All right. Be safe. We love you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye.